What is happening? No fluff here. We're going to get right into the warm-up, starting off with 10 big spinal waves. So you're thinking about leading with your chin, bending forward, segmenting one section of your spine at a time, and then beginning with your head, you're looking up, and then repeating the process. You want to go slow, keep your airway relaxed, make sure you're breathing, and again, try to move one vertebrae at a time. The obvious benefit of a warm-up is to make sure that you're warming your body up, your actual tissue. But I also like to use the warm-up as an assessment. How am I feeling today? Is my spine stiff? Because if it is, maybe I need to do an extra set here. So at any point during this video, feel free to pause the video if you need to take a longer break, or if you want to do an extra set of something that feels good or you feel your body needs. That's a very good thing. There's an old Chinese proverb that says, you're as old as your spine feels. So if you struggle with any kind of stiffness in your body, it all needs attention and time. But a great place to start is the spine. This is something that is just a really good idea to do every single day for at least one set. After you're done with your 10th and final rep, we're gonna move right into shoulder cars. So the simplest way I can explain these, imagine you're holding a Sharpie and you're just drawing as big of a circle as you can with a straightened arm without letting any other part of your body move. So again, you can see here, I'm showing you from the side, I'm reaching up as far as I can, then I'm reaching back behind me, and then I'm simply retracing that circle. You're gonna do 3 circles each way on each arm. You're going to be tempted to speed through certain parts of this circle, especially where you're tightest. I would encourage you to think the opposite. Try to go slower through the parts that feel stiff or clicky, poppy, or achy. Again, you'll do 3 circles on this side as well, each way, nice and slow. Next, we're gonna do the same thing for the hips. So imagine that Sharpie is sticking out of your knee now. You're gonna drive your knee up, out, back, and down. Again, going nice and slow. You're gonna feel your hip flexors, the side of your hip, your glutes, everything lighting up. Go nice and slow. Again, trying to resist the urge to let your spine or your pelvis move. The only thing that moves is this knee. You're gonna do 3 slow circles and then turn around and do the same thing. If you have tight, painful hips or a tight, painful lower back or both, first of all, you're in the majority. The second thing you need to know is a lot of those pain issues can be fixed by simply building more mobile, stronger hips. And the hip car is arguably the safest and most effective starting point. You can do a lot of these. I compare cars to like drinking water. Really hard to overdo. All right, now that we're a little bit loosened up, we're gonna go into some isometric work. You're gonna hold the bottom of a push-up. You can use a bench like I am, a countertop, a tabletop, doesn't matter. Go as low as you feel comfortable, squeezing your shoulder blades together, and you're gonna hold this for 30 seconds. Something I always say in isometric training is tight muscles, relaxed breath. So although you are holding this position and squeezing muscles, try to keep your airway relaxed. You can see I'm adjusting the depth here. A shallower depth is easier, going down lower is harder. All right, give those arms and shoulders a little shake out. Yeah, you're gonna feel that in the chest big time. We're gonna do the same thing with the split squat. So put 90% of your weight into your right foot, go as low as you feel comfortable, and then once you get there, you wanna think about driving your foot into the floor and keeping your chest up. You're gonna feel the top of your legs, your quads a lot. You can use something to balance on if you want. You're also gonna feel the bottom of your leg, your hamstrings, and your butt. Again, tight muscles, relaxed breath, hold this for 30 seconds, and stop short if you need to. Give that a little shake out because that burns a little bit. And you're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Again, put all of your weight into the middle of that front foot, go down as low as you can without causing any pain, and then actively drive your front foot into the floor. Isometric training is arguably the most powerful thing to overcome any kind of joint pain issue other than cars, because you are loading the tendons, the things that connect your muscle to bone. Tendons don't respond to massage, they respond to load. And so when you can load them, you're actually getting your brain more comfortable with the position, which reduces the pain and helps you unlock more mobility. All right, give that leg a little shake out. We're gonna take a couple deep recovery breaths. Try to feel your rib cage expand. Nice and slow exhale. We're gonna do one more set of each. If you need a longer break than this, please pause the video. That is okay to take a longer break. So again, we're gonna go back into the push-up. You want your hands slightly wider than shoulder width. You want your whole body tight, so think about tucking your tush. And then squeeze your shoulder blades together on the way down. Again, the lower you go, the harder this is. You're gonna hold this for another 30 seconds. Once again, remember, tight muscles, relaxed breath. Woo, hallelujah, those are done. So shake it out. We're gonna do one more set of split squat holds. So again, go through your checklist. Put all of your weight into the middle of that front foot. Sink down as low as you can without causing any pain. Actively drive that whole foot into the floor. And again, try to stay relaxed in your airway. 30-second hold. All right, shake it out. We got one more hold, and that is the split squat hold on the other leg. Waking those legs up a little bit because I'm definitely feeling it at this point. Put all your weight into that front foot, sink down as low as you can without causing pain, and then drive that whole foot into the floor. Again, holding for 30 seconds. And listen to the feedback your body's giving you. If your knee is hurting in this position, that doesn't mean you shouldn't do this movement at all. It just means you're a little too low. So back off a little bit, but get as close as you can to that threshold without causing pain. That is the way you can reverse out of chronic joint pain. All right, isometrics are done. We're gonna go into the third section, which is traditional strength training. We're gonna do these same two movements, the push-up and the split squat. We're gonna do 6 to 10 repetitions, nice and slow and at your own pace. I want you to stop a few repetitions short of failure, meaning as soon as you start getting a little tired, go ahead and stop. So on the way down, you're squeezing the shoulder blades together, and then on the way up, you're simply pushing the bench away. Make sure your airway stays nice and relaxed, that you're breathing the whole time. The main muscle you're trying to feel is your chest. Again, if you need rest whenever you need it, please pause the video. So take a few deep breaths if you need it. We're gonna do the same thing with the split squat. So again, 6 to 10 repetitions on both legs. Put all your weight into that front foot, go as low as you feel comfortable, and then push the floor away through the middle of your front foot. Again, keep your airway open and relaxed. As you can see, I'm doing all 10 repetitions, but especially if you're an ultra beginner, please stop short. I would rather you do a little bit more consistently throughout your week rather than crush yourself today, but then not be able to move for the next 4 days. That will not help you get more consistent with your workouts. Again, going down nice and slow and then pushing the floor away through the middle of that foot. If you have issues with balance, that is okay. Feel free to lightly set your fingertips on a table or on a wall, but try not to rely on it. You do want to train your leg and your hip to do most of the work. All right, that's one set. Great work. We're going to aim for at least one more set, possibly even 2. Again, consider what I said before. It's better to do a little bit less more often than a ton less often. So take a few recovery breaths. Start thinking about your chest. Start thinking about the mechanics of the push-up. We're thinking about squeezing the shoulder blades back as you go down. So squeeze your legs together, tuck your tush, and then begin your set. Especially if these movements are new, you want to think about going down in control and going nice and slow. It's tempting to rush through these things, but you want to give your brain time to chew on the movement so you can actually build a better connection to your body. Same thing, 6 to 10 repetitions. Go ahead and give yourself a little breather if you need it. Again, I say this a lot, please pause the video whenever you need to. But if you're good to go, so am I. Go ahead and put all your weight into one foot, go as low as you feel comfortable, and then drive the floor away through the middle of your foot. Again, 6 to 10 repetitions on each leg, keeping the airway nice and relaxed. Switch sides, putting all your weight into that front foot. Do the same thing. All right, so if you're feeling properly worked out, you can skip this third set and go straight to the cool down. If you're feeling like you have a little more gas in the tank, you can join me for this last set. Let's take a few deep recovery breaths first. I like to do that just to slow my heart rate and focus on what I'm about to do next. So here we go. Hands slightly wider than shoulder width. Squeeze the legs together, tuck the tush. As you go down, you're squeezing the shoulder blades back and then push the bench or the table away. You may not be able to go this low at first. That is completely okay. I'd rather you do a little bit less range of motion with better control versus forcing yourself down but not being able to execute it well. All right, here we are. Last exercise, the split squat, 6 to 10 repetitions each side. Again, go through your checklist. Put all your weight into your front foot, go down as low as you feel comfortable, and then push the floor away through the middle of that foot. All right, last side, this is where we focus. This is where we do the prettiest reps of the day to end this workout on a high note. 6 to 10 repetitions. All right, we did it. We made it. You're awesome. I hope you know that. Anybody who prioritizes their movement is awesome in my book. So we're simply going to do for our cool down what we did for our warm up. We're going to do the big spinal wave for 10 reps. This is a great way just to bring the heart rate back down, but also to take advantage of the fact that we're warmer and we might unlock more range of motion. So again, you're leading with the head, you're segmenting one vertebrae of the spine at a time, going nice and slow for 10 repetitions. If a position feels particularly good or even a little stiff, feel free to hold that position or do a few extra reps. All right, next we have the shoulder car. So again, grab that pretend Sharpie. You're just drawing big circles with your arm without letting any other part of your body move. You're gonna do 3 circles each way on each arm, nice and slow. And again, especially since we're cooling down, really pay attention to your breathing. Make sure it's relaxed, make sure it's deep and slow. Last thing is the hip car. So again, draw the circle with the knee. We're going up, out, back, and down. And we're doing 3 slow circles on each leg, keeping our breath relaxed. All right, you did it. You're awesome. I'm proud of you. Repeat this workout 2 to 3 times per week. See you next time.